For 10,000 years, the Eye of Terror has spewed its ageless horrors into the galaxy, gnawing at the eternal glories of the Imperium, at the very soul of mankind itself. And for every one of those 10,000 years, the fortress world of Cadia has held the gate closed, an adamantium bastion, granted strength by flesh and bone, and seeded purpose by faith in the Emperor's holy light. But as the darkness grew ever deeper, and the blaze of the Astronomicon guttered like a wind-blown candle, the Eye of Terror pulsed, its baleful energy spilling anew across the stars. With a shriek that echoed through nightmares from Medusa to Ultramar, the Black Fleet slipped its moorings. An endless tide of heretics, traitors, demons, and madmen whose desperate fealty was given over to a single damned soul. Abaddon the Despoiler, inheritor of the arch-traitor Horus's reviled legacy, the 13th Black Crusade, herald to a fresh age of nightmare, had begun. Stalwart Cadia would be the first to feel its wrath.
A Blackstone fortress! Without our shields, that accursed Hulk will scour Cadia clean.
Repairs to the null-array are underway. We require only a matter of days.
The Magos asks for time. I have none to give.
My wolves will buy all that he needs. Alert my battle barge to prepare for my arrival. By the Fang, I'll not die without a fight.
We are ready for verification protocol, my lord. Awaiting structural diagnostic. Structural analysis complete. No major issues to report. We stand ready for weapons inspection. All weapons systems functional. Beginning tactical Auspex sweep. Auspex sweep complete.
My Roosebeard, what's taking so long? War calls! Enough with the tinkering!
All sections report ready, Lord. The Violet's Fang stands ready for battle.
At last! Crew of the Firemane's Fang! The Despoiler's jaws clamped tight about Cadia's throat! His Blackstone fortress comes to claim the kill. I say nay. Not while the Sons of Roos have strength to fight. The valiant dead will shield us from the Black Fleet's curse. We will stalk the will of eternity from amongst the carcasses of its victims. When our fangs are at its belly, We strike with every boarding torpedo and assault craft at our disposal. We will cripple that Blackstone fortress however we can. Weapons, shields, engines, all father willing, we will tear out its corrupted heart. The Blackstone fortress is so close I can smell it. We'll have to cross that minefield to reach it. Take us through, Captain.
Engines engaged! Moving to position.
We are pursued, but grander prey awaits. We cannot waste time in fruitless battle. Press on! We'll return once the Blackstone fortress is a broken hulk. Hogworm's eyes! They're gaining! Contact Cajun Orbital Command. Tell them to detonate the mines. That explosion should clean our tails of these traitors.
Aye, my lord. Show one trader vessel survived the explosion. It has launched a disruption bomb. It'll obliterate our shields.
All sections, prepare for high energy turn. Helm, get us clear of the detonation horizon and bring us about to engage that spineless cur. So the traitor longs for death. Bring us in close. I want to smell his fear.
Standard speed engaged.
Fire at will! I want them blooded before we seek their throat. His shield falls. Let us test the thickness of his hide.
Main batteries, fire! At your command! Obliterate that target!
His eyes are blinded. His fangs gone. We'll settle this with our teeth at his throat. how his strength fails. The kill comes soon. Ready boarding torpedoes! Our boarding torpedoes destroyed by turret fire! So the traitor still has claws! Bring us in closer! I'll end this myself! Our hunt is ended! Let the carcass drift! The greater quarry yet remains!
Standard speed engaged. Hold course.
I know most of you are not Fenris-born, but today it matters not if you feel the fury of Rus in your veins. It matters not if you hail from Fenris, Mundus Pyra, Cadia, or Marsh. Today we are brothers, bound by one single glorious purpose. We ride into death with the fury of heroes, and by our sacrifice, strike a blow worthy of saga and song!
For Cadia! Death to the traitors!
The moment arrives! Let the engines roar!
It's drifting, and the crew are not responding. However, most makes the show that the vessel itself remains viable.
We'll claim the vessel as our own. Reinforcements run thin, and even one ship may yet make a difference.
My lord, our boarding parties have seized command of the derelict. They report critical damage to weapons control. It won't be of any use to us.
Still, it shall not go to waste. Evacuate the ship to Cadia. Its fury will be hard in days to come.
Repositioning.
My lord, we have enemy vessels on approach.
It will be destroyed. Initiate targeting protocols! Standard speed engaged.
Pitiful whelps! 10,000 years of hate, and still feeble at heart! Bring us about! The Blackstone Fortress awaits!
My lord, Auspexes have detected a colossal signature at extreme range. It must be the Blackstone Fortress. It's on an inbound heading.
Good. We'll wait in ambush. Bring us about into that asteroid field and cut the drive. Make us look like one more drifting hulk.
To where we are needed.
Blackstone Fortress is almost upon us.
Hold your nerve. The closer it comes before we reveal ourselves, the greater our chances of success.
Vector shifting. This is as close as we're likely to get. Boarding torpedoes stand ready.
So shall it be. Command of the Fang is yours. Give her a good death.
My lord, for Rus and the All-Father.
For Rus and the All-Father!
Feel our might. Will be destroyed.
Sven Bloodhowl, stalwart of a brotherhood famed for their courage. But sometimes, courage is not enough.
Initialization failed. Null array inert. Insufficient power. Insufficient power. Rerouting. Reroute failed. Processing. No data. Power building. Null array deploying.
Not through the bravery of Sven Bloodhound, nor the labors of Magus clan, but through the intercession of a mysterious benefactor. But the respite was short-lived. As the cheers faded, traitor warships blackened the skies. The siege of Cadia Secundus had begun. The forces of the despoiler came in numbers uncounted, but the walls of Casa Crath held. Even in that darkest of days, the flame of humanity's valor burned bright. With faith burning in their hearts, the defenders held the Chaos Hordes at bay, uncaring of the losses they bore in exchange. But flesh fails and faith flickers. With every bloody moment, Abaddon's forces drew closer to victory.
We need the location of Abaddon's main fleet before we strike. Admiral, lead a reconnaissance patrol. Be our eyes.
Gladly, Captain Carradine. We can't proceed until those defense platforms are destroyed. All vessels engage drives. Rig our light cruisers for silent running. We'll let our bombers handle this.
We wait your command.
Your orders? Going silent!
Bring us into position, Captain.
Changing course.
Starhawk bombers to launch condition. Relaying target coordinates.
Your orders? Starhawks loaded and sent!
Finish this. All weapons fire at will.
Enemy defense platform destroyed!
So they had time to call for reinforcements. Prepare to engage. None shall escape.
We serve.
Lock on target!
Starhawks loaded and sent.
We should evaluate the situation. We cannot risk a foolhardy engagement. First, we'll grant all ships' captains full autonomy to maneuver. Now, designate priority target. Finally, we'll focus fire on the target's weapon systems to reduce their firepower. Unleash the Emperor's fury. All sections to battle stations. Blow those abominations apart.
For the Emperor! Impossible, Admiral! Reporting successful boarding action!
Lightning strike successful!
Coordinates acknowledged. Starhawks loaded and sent. Targeting enemy vessel. Our boarders have caused internal damage. Boarding teams have crippled the enemy. Aye, Admiral.
Additional traitors on Auspex. All vessels regroup.
Admiral, the crew are revolting. A mutiny is underway.
Your excuses do not concern me, Captain. Crush the mutineers and bring your ship into the fight. Am I understood?
Ship ready.
My lord, the mutiny has been contained. Morale is ebbing, but we stand ready to fight.
At last. Now, seize this precious chance at redemption. For you and for your crew. Duty and death await.
Engaging! Starhawks loaded and sent. Starhawks loaded and sent! Engaging target! Understood. Heading acknowledged. Starhawks loaded and sent!
More Chaos vessels inbound. Emperor's teeth. If failure is to be my fate, I'll face it with the Emperor's light in my eyes. This is Admiral Harbride to all vessels. We fight to the death.
Target locked in. Starhawks loaded and sent! Starhawks loaded and sent! Assault crews report success! Our boarders have caused internal damage! For the Emperor! Admiral, this would appear to be the Despoiler's main fleet. Auspex readings confirm the presence of a Blackstone fortress.
Signal the Phalanx. Our mission ends in success, but our duty abides.
Loaded and sent! Starhawks loaded and sent! Incoming transmission from Phalanx.
You've done your part, Admiral. I hereby take command of this engagement. We'll give that Blackstone fortress an opponent worthy of its size. Boarding teams have crippled the enemy!
Underway!
Commodore Trudeau, what is our status?
Estimates are still formulating, but we confirm the Sanctus Malefic, the Apocalyptia, the Vengeful Spirit. Emperor, shield us, but we're staring at half of the Black Fleet. Maybe more.
Understood. And Cadia itself?
Preliminary scans and Vox chatter confirm fighting on all continents. The greatest concentration appears to be at Casa Kraf on Cadia Secundus. The Herald of Absolution is inbound with our Adeptus Sororitas allies.
Good. Remind all Storm Talon squadrons that Celestine must make planetfall. All other concerns are secondary.
Confirmed. Captain, there's a Blackstone fortress in near orbit, tentatively identified as the Will of Eternity. Vox chatter confirms the Fire Main's Fang has already failed to bring it to ruin.
Indeed, a rare failure from the Sons of Rus. The so-called Saint was correct. These are dark days indeed.
Your orders?
As they always are in dark days, Commodore. We bring the Emperor's fire and burn away the darkness. Prepare for battle.
Main batteries, fire!
Your orders?
We have inbound. Vanguard vessels closing fast.
Brittle foes to be crushed beneath the Phalanx's good right arm, Commodore.
From their vector, they don't intend to duel with our guns, but to ram us. We must brace for impact.
Sound collision alarms. All hands. Brace for impact.
Eternity, Captain. Almost in weapons range.
Acknowledged. All crews to battle stations. Hold this course. All ahead full. Take us down into its black craw.
All ahead full. Aye. It seems we have their attention. Additional vessels closing on intercept course. They're closing too swiftly to evade.
Let the fleas bite. The Phalanx's hide is thick. Too thick for their teeth. Hold main batteries for my order.
Imperial ship destroyed! We wait your command. Taking heavy damage! Destroyed!
Will of Eternity in primary weapons range.
Unleash the Phalanx's fury. Let Abaddon know we've come for him.
It will be destroyed!
The Blackstone Fortress shields are holding. We're barely scratching it.
Keep firing. We'll flay that abomination an inch at a time if we must.
At your order. Victory or death.
Initiate targeting protocol! Feel our might!
Captain, the Will of Eternity's shields are down.
Impossible! Confirmed.
Confirmed. They're gone.
I'll wager my right hand they have wolves loose in their belly. The fangs of Fenris bite deep. It's our turn now. Main batteries, open fire! Send that cursed hope to hell!
Obliterate that target! It will be destroyed!
Impossible, Admiral!
The Blackstone Fortress is coming apart. We're too close. If its reactors go critical... blast. The damage.
The Sons of Dawn are too stubborn to die. Why should his regal daughter prove different? Gaze on the Blackstone Fortress's death, Commodore. Gaze, and rejoice for service fulfilled.
To where we are needed!
Archmagos, your reputation precedes you, but you choose a bleak time to come to Cadia.
Bleaker than you know. My adepts uncovered pylons on Period 6. They are a perfect match for those present on Cadia, but were reduced to null during the Fourth Black Crusade.
Abaddon. His malice holds greater purpose than we knew.
Agreed. Ruined pylon fields have been discovered on many worlds, all unmade by the Despoiler.
Why? Their heritage is alien, their purpose unknown.
The pylons' forges remain shrouded, known only to the Omnissiah, but their purpose is revealed. They contain the Eye of Terror. If they are destroyed, the Immaterium will claim all. The Imperium will be no more. The pylons must be safeguarded. They are our only weapon against the encroachment of chaos. But I need time to study.
Go, make your studies. May the Emperor guide you.
I mean you no harm.
But you are an abomination.
I prefer honored guest. But abomination or not, you and I have common cause.
Logic dictates otherwise.
Then you don't seek to understand the nature of this matrix.
You comprehend its secrets.
I was there when they first awakened. Or perhaps I wasn't. Memory is such a fickle thing. Neither of us desires to see this galaxy ripped asunder by the Imperial ones. Destroy me if you wish. Nothing will change. For me, for you, for this world.
Show me.
Admiral, this is madness. Entering real space so close to a planet, you'll doom us all.
A good officer commands without doubt, and obeys without question.
Entering real space in 3, 2, 1.
Blessed Emperor, we're in the heart of the fight.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. Form up.
Incoming enemy squadrons!
Brace for impact.
We've lost the Purity Blade!
Silver Dawn to Cadian High Command. Where do you need us?
This battle is lost! We must disengage!
Coward. Commissar. Do your duty.
As the Emperor wills!
Incoming transmission.
Phalanx to Silver Dawn. This is Commodore Trevaux. Situation critical. Chaos forces have launched a full-scale planet strike. They aim to destroy the pylons of the Elysian fields. They must not succeed. Reinforce the position. The Phalanx will cover your back. Remain vigilant. We have reports that the despoiler leads the assault. The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects. Silver Dawn. This is the Admiral. All ahead full.
Auspex readings indicate unusual energy signatures at the Elysian fields.
Explain. I need more. By the Emperor.
Omniscience, Grace. This is beyond my experience. Analyzing.
Hurry. What are we looking at?
Analyzing complete. The pylons. The energy beam is repelling the Eye of Terror.
How is that possible? No matter. Our duty remains. Prepare for planet strike.
Incoming transmission. It's the Phalanx.
The despoiler has retreated to the vengeful spirit to lick his wounds. We cannot let this opportunity slip away. All vessels, engage the vengeful spirit. For the salvation of mankind and vengeance long due, we will destroy this abomination once and for all.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. We have our orders, and we're closer than anyone else. Today, the arch-traitor dies at our hands. Divert all power to weapons. Load torpedoes. We are the Emperor's fury. We shall not fail. Ill. Fire! All weapons!
The vengeful spirit is firing, sustaining hull damage, structural breaches on all decks.
No! No!
Weapon system critical, reactor critical. Fires reported on all decks. We are heavily damaged. Estimated crew loss 65,000.
The vengeful spirit intercepted our torpedoes. No significant damage.
What? What have I done? My pride. My arrogance.
Additional Chaos vessels inbound.
Very well. If that is how this ends. If we are to die, let it be with the Emperor's light in our eyes and his fury in our voice. We fight on! All hands! One last effort before they overwhelm us! Make this count!
Admiral, the enemy are peeling away.
No. You must be mistaken.
Confirmed, they are moving towards the wreckage of the Blackstone Fortress.
What? What are they doing? Vox officer, transmit a wideband message to all forces on Cadia. Tell them to evacuate the planet. Now! The Imperium of Man. A million worlds scattered across an uncaring galaxy. A million worlds forever under threat from the machinations of cursed traitors and perfidious Xenos. It is an empire consumed by war, by the very battle for survival itself, for there is no peace amongst the stars. The Space Marines, genetically modified warriors who know no fear, spearhead every counter-assault, taking the battle to the heart of the foe. From the smoke-wreathed horror of Adeptus Mechanicus Forge Worlds sail warships of fearsome potency, their weapons blessed by the Machine God, and their crews dedicated to the Omnissire's holy cause. The Schola Progenium molds callow flesh into leaders, officers of the Imperial Navy, the greatest fleet ever to span the stars. These heroes dedicate their life to the Imperium's defense, confronting the ceaseless threat of chaos wherever it manifests. The war against the dark gods and their worshippers is the eternal battle for the soul of mankind, for the future of the galaxy itself. It is the forge upon which true heroes are struck and legends tempered. Admiral Spire is one such legend, savior of the Gothic sector, vanquisher of War Master Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. For centuries he has been lost, trapped in the shifting tides of the Immaterium, while in pursuit of the hated foe. Such travails would drive an ordinary man to madness, or into the clutches of the very gods he once opposed. But Spire is no ordinary man, and his time is coming once more.
We're out. Praise the Emperor, but I can see the stars again. Receiving distress signals. The region's alive with them. According to the timestamps, Admiral, the year. It's 999 M41. We've been lost in the warp for over 800 years. And Cadia, the hymnals report that it's been destroyed, sir. There's a lot of confusion out there, sir. And Admiral, Cadia fell at Abaddon's hand.
Then we are returned not a moment too soon. Navigator, chart a course to the Cadian system. We may be an age too late to join the battle, but revenge is still within our grasp.
Warp engines online. Geller field holding.
This is Admiral Spire to all Imperial vessels. Rally at coordinates 154554. This isn't over.
Turbulence. Not since the Eye of Terror have I felt anything like it. Wait. This is not the Cadian system. Navigator, report.
The Immaterium writhes, Lord Admiral. It has flung us far off course.
I can see that, Domitian. Where are we?
Star sites indicate we've entered real space in the Cadian sector.
Confirmed.
Not too far, but not close enough. Still, we have been fortunate. Have our astropath send out a hymnal. All surviving vessels in the sector to rally at our position. Cadia needs our aid.
Warship signatures inbound, Lord Admiral. Chaos vessels.
Indeed. Then our retribution begins. We hold this position.
What is this I smell? Another so-called warrior come to chance his blade.
I am Lord Admiral Spire. I will be your death.
Not this day, lapdog. My lieutenants come to claim your skull. It shall adorn the War Master's throne.
We shall see. Ready main batteries.
Engaging engines! Underway! Course engaged! Targeting enemy vessel! Engaging target!
Lord Admiral, the Sons of Mars stand ready for your orders.
Excellent. Their firepower will be a great asset.
Well met, Fabricator. How many ships do you bring me?
All that could be found, Lord Admiral. I regret that we bring enemies on our heels.
Duty breeds enemies, Fabricator. Join your fire to ours. We'll see them ended.
Changing course. Coordinates acknowledged. Engaging! For the Emperor! Target locked in!
last of them, my lord?
Negative. They were but the tip of the spear. I calculate that the others will soon arrive.
It matters not. I led a fleet through the bleakness of the Gothic War. By comparison, this is nothing. A pity that war cost us our greatest heroes. But I wouldn't give to have Captain Abrador at my side.
All decks report ready.
Good. We shall forge new heroes this day. Let us hope they suffice.
Seems they've come in strength, Lord Admiral.
All ships. The Emperor protects. Engage at will.
Survival probabilities are unfavorable. Recommend we withdraw.
All ships, hold position. Doubt forms the path to damnation.
There is no doubt while strength abides.
Beneficent Emperor? Is that what I think it is?
The Sons of Dawn heed your call, Lord Admiral.
It's good to see vessels of the Adeptus Astartes, Captain. Faith is well enough, but hope and faith bring victory sooner.
The war never ends, Lord Admiral. We shall fight it together.
Transition begun.
Heading acknowledged. Engaging target. For the Emperor. Engaging.
Revere the Omnisire!
Hold course. Engines engaged!
Targeting enemy vessel.
Thruster routines active.
For the Emperor. Engaging target!
Engaging! Target locked in! Setting course!
Last traitor vessel destroyed, Lord Admiral. No further signatures.
And allied ships?
Nothing more. Others may be inbound.
We can wait no longer. Let stragglers seek our trail amongst the dead. We have a fleet. I must confer with Lord High Admiral Drang as how best to employ it. We will have vengeance for Cadia. The challenge before us is bleak, but we shall prevail if the Emperor wills it. The despoiler will be driven back, but we need support. We must secure planetary systems within the battle zone. These will provide us the necessary means to strengthen our fleets. Demios Binary has much to offer our future operations, but it is occupied by Chaos forces. We shall sweep them aside and restore the Emperor's rule to this stolen world. There will be many risks in the days to come. I need not take one here. Deploying a second fleet to Demios Binary will ease our victory. We outnumber the foe. Victory is all but certain, but caution must serve as well as haste. Recklessness is a terrible master.
"10,000 years have passed since the galaxy burned in the fires of the Horus heresy. 10 millennia since the greatest of the Emperor's Primarchs fell into the grasp of eternal damnation and tore the galaxy asunder. Horus Lupercal may be dead, his body ashes and his memory the stuff of a cursed legend. But the wounds he wrought yet gape in the hide of an embattled Imperium. For the battle against Chaos knows no end. Many of Horus' servants survived the civil wars, and they have not forgotten their defeat. When the War Master fell, they retreated to the Eye of Terror and waged battle anew. Greatest of these was Abaddon the Despoiler, Horus' greatest living heir. Abaddon took the title of War Master for his own, and embarked upon a long and bloody campaign to succeed where his fallen master had failed. 12 Black Crusades he launched against the Imperium of Man. 12 world-shattering campaigns to forever alter the balance of power. Now, as the millennium draws to a close, a vast armada of traitors slips its moorings as Abaddon launches his 13th and perhaps final strike. As the tide of chaos breaks against the Cadian Gate, the Imperium holds its breath. Faith alone cannot hold back these bleak waters. Only valor will serve.
There are many ways to win a battle. By fire or cunning, we shall prevail in the Emperor's name.
Underway! Your orders? Reloading!
Though our duty is to annihilate enemies of the Imperium, it may sometimes be in our interest to obtain victory without engaging enemy vessels. Capturing strategic positions might well force the enemy's withdrawal.
All ahead full!
We are ready to serve. Machine spirit appeased.
We serve.
Ship ready!
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Receiving your order. State your order.
We serve!
You have seized a strategic area.
We wait your command.
You have seized a strategic area.
Lock on target!
Enemy sighted. Aye, Admiral. Boarding teams have crippled the enemy.
Changing course! For the Emperor!
Our boarders have caused internal damage.
Aye, Admiral.
We serve!
Wait your command.
Initiate emergency repairs.
Acquiring new vector.
You have seized a strategic area.
Execute high energy turn. Maximum burn. Impossible, Admiral! Targeting enemy vessel! Engaging! Your orders?
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
All ahead full! Acquiring new vector!
The first victory is ours. Others will follow should we remain true to our duty. Battles leave scars. I must be mindful of my vessel's condition. The reclamation of Demios Binary has taken our enemy by surprise. The Claustum system is exposed. We shall push our advantage. If the fleet is to grow, we must have access to production facilities. If Claustum falls to our forces, we shall have them.
Our shipyards are ready to provide us some reinforcements. Time to see what the Adeptus Mechanicus have to offer our crusade. Demios Binary Shipyard isn't capable of full production just yet. We'll use Clauston for now, and wait until Demios is capable of crafting larger vessels. Clauston's shipyards are small, but can provide us with recon ships. These will be valuable assets for our operations. Big guns are nothing if not deployed with grand purpose.
All is prepared. It is time to welcome a new vessel to the Emperor's service.
The reconquest of the Cadian sector can now proceed. However, we cannot leave our holdings without defenses. We should at least deploy an orbital minefield.
We have only just begun. War is replete with opportunity. As ground is seized, new objectives will arise. Let us proceed. We are the Emperor's fist. Let his foes tremble at our coming. The systems we have reclaimed are developing well. Prosperous systems can only be a good thing for our cause. We will protect them.
Receiving communication from the Vox relay. It is Lord High Admiral Drang.
So the old man's still alive. I told you he was too tough to kill.
Admiral Spire, I trust you stand ready for orders.
Always.
Good. Strategically and symbolically, the Cadian sector is vital to our efforts. You will reclaim it, Admiral. The Emperor protects.
Understood. The Emperor protects.
High Command has granted its blessing to our work. Our fleets grow in capacity. The enemy will be mobilizing. A watchful eye must be kept on their systems. We now have the opportunity to forge a new fleet.
You've done well, Admiral. I see your reputation is not without justification.
I live only to serve.
And your service does you credit. Faith and fervor are returning to decimated worlds. The might of the Imperium is marshalling for vengeance.
That's good. Our security battalions are at a low ebb. I'll oversee the press gangs.
Admiral, we're receiving reports of a large Chaos fleet moving on the Cadian system.
Get me the Lord High Admiral.
Admiral Spire, a timely communique. Our Auspex arrays have detected a Chaos Armada on the edge of the Cadian system.
We are aware. With your permission, Admiral, we'll move to engage.
Good. You give an old man hope, Admiral Spire. Proceed. Wipe those heretics from the stars. The Emperor protects.
We have detected an enemy incursion. We must defend the Emperor's realm. Vigilance must be maintained. Though enemy systems present the most immediate danger, incursion should be expected from beyond our immediate campaign sphere. We are not without eyes in the darkness of space. Should an enemy approach, there will be a warning.
Admiral, we're showing Imperial vessels engaged with traitor vessels around the ruins of Cadia.
Auspexes show massive damage across all vessels. They cannot endure long.
Then we have arrived at a propitious moment. All ships, prepare to attack.
I am also reading concentrations of plasmic stellizoa in local space. They are highly unstable and will explode on contact.
I recommend we eliminate them before we engage the enemy, Admiral.
Agreed. Let it be so.
Lord Admiral, we can't take much more of this, and my strategium reports more enemy vessels inbound.
Is this true?
I concur.
Hold fast, Captain. If the Emperor wills it, we shall be your salvation.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment! Targets! Impossible, Admiral! Thunderhawk bombardment! Lightning strike successful!
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment!
Target locked in!
Teleport attack successful!
Successful teleport strike! Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment!
Another deluded world comes crawling to the wreck of Cadia. There is no more defiance in this place, only death at the War Master's command.
Death there shall be, but at Cadia, the Emperor's will yet prevails.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment! Rearm!
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment! Targeting enemy vessel! Assault crews report success! Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike!
Launch Thunderhawks! Successful teleport strike!
Right quickly, brothers!
Teleport attack successful!
Starports loaded and sent. Lock on target! Tech Marines, calm the machine spirits!
Setting priority target!
Setting priority target!
Assault crews report success. Strike successful. Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike. Boarding successful. Ship ready.
All enemy vessels have been destroyed, or have fled with tails between their legs.
Then it is a victory. And one well won.
You have my thanks, Admiral. We owe you our lives.
You owe the Emperor your lives, and your service. In his name I will put both to use. Cadia stands.
The Chaos Fleet is dust on the solar winds, my lord.
As it should be. Well done, Admiral. The clarion you have sounded will echo throughout the Eye of Terror. The Imperium reclaims its own.
Repopulation efforts are already underway. The scale of it, it's too much for a single sector.
Indeed, Admiral. Many of the repopulation fleets are heading to Nemesis Tessera, which the Lords of Terror decree shall now fall under your command.
I am humbled by their trust.
Then reward it with triumph, Admiral Spire. Eyes both near and distant watch your actions with great interest. The battle group Silver Dawn is returning to dockyards via Nemesis Tessera. You will protect it.
Of course, my lord.
Have a care. The area is infested with traitors and upstart Xenos.
We shall do as our duty commands, my lord.
Our operatives have informed us of a hidden Chaos stronghold at Nemesis Tessera.
The fortress Oubliette of Nemesis Tessera was once the Inquisition's most closely guarded secret. A bastion of knowledge and rigor, and a convocation point for the Imperium's most trusted servants. No more. The onset of the 13th Black Crusade set the world awash with treachery and war. Though Nemesis Tessera's dread secrets were stolen, the world itself endured, thanks to the heroism of the Space Wolves and Inquisitor Ciro. From the doomed hive world of Chimalomus to the seditious penal world of Avara's Gulag, the sector remains crippled by corruption and heresy. Yet in the forsaken fields of the Obsidian Depths, mutation, madness, and all their damned siblings are curiously absent. It is as if the Obsidian Depths border onto something not yet adequately defined, or perhaps waiting to be discovered. The region of space now known as the Eye of Terror was once home to the Eldari Empire. A prideful, sensuous people, the Eldari realized too late the perils of excess. The fourth Chaos God, Slaanesh, was born from their debauchery, its coming heralded by a psychic scream that shook real space to its foundations and devastated the Eldari. The Crone Worlds are all that remain of the Eldari's fallen domain. They are blighted planets, consumed by the spreading unreality of the Eye of Terror, and twisted to new and nightmarish realities. Though the Crone Worlds are overrun by the servants of the Dark Gods, the Eldari have not entirely abandoned them. They cannot, for only here can the treasured Spirit Stones be harvested, and thus the souls of the dying be saved from thirsting Slaanesh. Such expeditions are fraught with peril, for there are few more dangerous places amongst the stars. Many who seek the Crone Worlds do not return. The Eldari have never recovered from the horrors of the Fall. They are a fractured, dwindling population on the brink of extinction. Most dwell aboard star-treading craft worlds, honing their peerless minds along the disciplined paths in the hope of staving off the perils of decadence and thus preventing a second, final catastrophe. But not all Eldari can bear the rigidity of craft world life. Some depart their homes, seeking adventure amongst the stars as corsairs. Such lives are fraught with danger, but are also rich with excitement. These outcasts can be found in every corner of the galaxy, blazing a brief but exhilarating trail before madness claims them. The Drakari, too, live outside the structures of the Eldari path. Corrupt and cruel, they keep Slaanesh at bay, not with discipline and spirit stones, but by feasting on the torment of others. Raiders and slavers all, the Drakari are a blight upon the galaxy, as selfish as they are sadistic, as untrustworthy as they are cunning. But in recent days, the barriers between the Eldari factions have begun to crumble, with ever more gathering beneath the banner of one named Ivrain. These Inari keep their beliefs hidden as their intentions. Should they be encountered on the battlefield, caution will serve you well.
As it is hidden no longer, let us bring the Emperor's vengeance upon them all.
Admiral Spire, it is an honor to finally meet the hero of Schindelgeist. We have arrived at the rendezvous. Or should I say that most of us have. Almost a third of the fleet has yet to make contact.
A high tally. Do you know why?
It is impossible to be certain. The area is full of Auspex shadows and sensor clones.
Ideal conditions for ambush. We must
We are moving towards the warp point.
Understood. We are monitoring your progress.
They're moving too slow. If someone comes for them, they're done.
Course engaged.
Ship ready.
We wait your command.
We are picking up new signatures nearby.
We have them too, my lord. Bound to be trouble.
Well, no one ever said a naval life was uneventful. Stand to battle stations.
Impossible, Admiral!
Signal identified. It's an Eldari vessel. Perfidious devils.
Eldari? What do they want with the Silver Dawn?
Admiral Spire, we need your assistance.
Wait. I know those markings.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Engaging target. Impossible, Admiral!
Strike quickly, brothers! Successful teleport strike!
Holding successful.
Engaging!
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
What do we have here? Admiral Spire. Many tides have turned since we fought together.
Would that we had met in better circumstances. Out of regard for those days, I will allow you this opportunity to withdraw.
Impossible. The vessels you protect to sail on one of our craft worlds. They shall not escape.
The Silver Dawn attacked a craft world. No matter, I cannot allow you to harm them further.
Then your death will herald theirs, though it gives me no pleasure.
Impossible, Admiral!
Teleport attack successful!
Underway!
Aztec Marines begin repairs. Our wrath cannot be denied. Boarding caused critical damage.
Starhawks loaded and sent. Reporting successful boarding action. Boarding teams have crippled the enemy. Our boarders have caused internal damage.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
Damage teams, begin repairs now.
Lightning strike successful!
Strike quickly, brothers! Successful teleport strike!
Admiral Catalia, make preparations for war.
Confirmed. What about you? What are you planning?
We'll buy you time to get clear.
You have my thanks.
Boarding caused critical damage!
Targeting enemy vessel.
Boarding successful. Our rock cannot be denied. Boarding caused critical damage. The Eldari ships are falling apart, my lord. Looks like there are survivors escaping aboard shuttlecraft.
Leave them be. This was a victory for no one.
You dance as well as I remember, Spire. It makes no difference. Ostara will be avenged.
Why Void's dinner? Why was this necessary?
Ask your Admiral Dran. Who knows, perhaps we will dance together again.
Once every few centuries is enough.
As the night Iran, Admiral Spire. Until we meet once again.
It seems that the Silver Dawn has successfully departed the region. You have done well.
I did my duty, my lord. Why was I not informed of their mission?
Need I remind you that there are some truths your rank denies you? It was not your concern.
My concern is that the Eldari proved themselves valuable allies in the past.
And foes, too, as I'm sure you are aware. The Agrippina sector lies before you, and the Stellar Fortress, Baleful Night. The battle station is lightly defended, and its destruction will halt the spread of heresy that so plagues this sector. See to it personally, Admiral. Bring Agrippina to justice. Drang out.
As you order, Admiral. Set course for the Ultor system.
One moment, Admiral.
Our orders are clear, Commodore. Or do you question the High Admiral's wisdom?
I would suggest refining that wisdom, my lord. No sense striking until we're prepared. Defeat serves no one.
old world Agrippina itself would have fallen millennia ago, but for its formidable defenses, now bolstered by the Cadian diaspora. Even with Cadia lying in ruins, its scions stand firm beside Agrippina. And it is well that this is so, for the world's technological wonders have proven an irresistible lure to Chaos Orbsmiths. The Agrippina sector is a linchpin in the Cadian Gate's defenses, a laboring manufactorum that feeds nearby worlds with weaponry and much-needed munitions. Wealth abounds within its borders, and it supplies the Astra Militarum with many of its finest regiments. Long ago, before mankind was even a footnote in galactic history, the Necrons ruled the stars. But the march of time and grievous war forced them into hibernation. For 60 million years, they slumbered, untold legions entombed in deathless slumber, waiting for the hour in which their rule would once more shape the galaxy. Now, at long last, that time has arrived. With the coming of Abaddon's Black Crusade, life stirs beneath dead worlds. The mad pharaoh Kefrek rouses the Neferu dynasty to war. Ships of living metal blacken the stars, immune to the perils of an uncaring void, harnessing technology far beyond mankind's grasp. These vessels bestride the stellar wastes of the gods of old, reuniting the sundered worlds of the Neferu in a single glorious purpose. But Kefrek's plans go deeper than mere reconquest. The expansion of dominion is but one step along the path that will either see him master of all he surveys, or the worlds bordering the Eye of Terror reduced to ash.
An enemy fleet is approaching one of our sectors.